what's up, y'all? So I did some more troubleshooting today, and I cranked the engine. After about a minute, I got the heat gun. Now keep in mind, all the heat is transferring out the exhaust. This is the only primary that's not discoloring like those three. So I shot the temp gun there and I was reading 110 degrees while I had 250 to 300 on all the rest. So I know I'm not firing there. And the only reason I have some heat there is because heat's traveling past and just rising up into that primary. I have the opposite here. So the very last primary was only showing 80 degrees while the other three was hot. So what that means is the entire time I've been running this car so far, it's been just like a cammed V6. I'm not even on the other two cylinders. So a friend of mine recommended getting a stethoscope. I got one for like less than $5 at Harbor Freight. And you can place the stethoscope. It doesn't even have to be on the injector. You can actually place it on the injector plug, and it's so sensitive you can hear it, the solenoid pulsing. The two cylinders, number 7 and number 2, weren't even pulsing. So either A, the injectors are stuck, or B, I'm not getting signal, which could be a connector issue or the ECU, I don't know. But I'm about to dig into that and find out. All right, so I went to a friend's house and borrowed some Noid lights, and I pulled the connector on 2 and 7. Both have signal, so now we're back to injectors. It could be trash, it could be because it's the end of the fuel rail here and the end of the fuel rail there, but it could be clogged up trash again, or it could. All right, so I got the fuel rail pulled. I got some leads on the injector, and I got it kind of working. So it just has whatever pressure was built up on the rail, which is pretty low. And so I just sat here with a 9-volt battery and pulsed it. You can kind of see it. It's just jet streaming out. But when I first did it, nothing was happening. I pulsed it maybe about 2 or 3 times every 5 seconds until I could hear the solenoid becoming more and more active, and it pushed all this debris out of the injector, and now it's working. So I'm going to move to the other side, see if I can do the same thing. Oh, and more importantly, I tapped on it first. All right, so we're at the other injector that we had an issue with. Just gonna kind of tap on it some. All these injectors worked. I replaced, well, I had one that was getting, matter of fact, I think it was this one. Yeah, it was injectors 2 and 3. Injectors number 2 and number 3 were giving me issues. The one that was stuck open, I replaced it, and the other one I just had to tap on it before to get it to work. But obviously the reason number 7 wasn't working, it was clogged, and this one's at the end of the fuel rail also. That may be the same case. So we're going to put our little speaker wire leads on the terminals. Okay. Now to verify we're on the pins correctly, we're going to check for resistance. Should be about 12 ohms. 16.1, that's really high. Huh. Seems kind of high. Maybe some corrosion buildup between the contacts there. But let's try to do like we did on the other one, pulse it. Look at that. Look at that, it's stuck open. You see that? It's bleeding off. The injector's stuck open now. It wasn't stuck before, and once I tapped on it, it kind of went from being stuck closed to stuck open. That means it's probably got trash in it holding it open. Let's see if we can tap on it and get it to quit. It quit, and look at that black funk coming out of it. All right, we're gonna try again. Now it's stuck open again. It quit. This might be a problem child injector. Let's see what happens. I'll pulse it again. Look at that funk coming out of it. I'm gonna turn the gas dark. Hold on. Hold on. So all I do is turn on the key to prime or pressurize the fuel rail, and you saw it squirting out. It was stuck open again for a second until I tapped on it. Let's keep playing with it and see what happens. Let's see if we can get it to pulse correctly. No, it stays on. You tap and it quits. So after playing with it for a minute, it seems to work fine now. All right, so I got the vacuum hose back on. I got the fuel rails back in. We're plugged on all four here. We got our screws in. Never disconnected the feeder line to the rail. I'm plugged in here all the way down. Everything looks good. All right, so this might be the first time I've cranked it with all 8 cylinders firing. It might have always just been 6, so let's see what happens. funky noise that was coming out of the passenger side, it's gone now. So apparently that was the problem. And it definitely sounds cleaner. So I think we're firing on all 8 now. We're gonna check the temperature and find out. Hey, thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe.